as we like to call them, is rising very quickly to the top of this game. So I want you to come with me inside and let's go pay a visit to Doc. Well, Doc.
Hey,
good to see you.
How are you, Jeff?
I'm great. How are you?
It's good seeing you.
You too. This is an incredible building here at the Shirt Factory.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
What are you working on?
Well, right now I'm working on a rustic reproduction of a 19th century desk built in the Midwest. And, I want to turn it. It was a desk that kind of felt it was probably the nicest desk in the world back in the 19th century. And they stopped production about 1880, and there are only a few around, so I'm going to change it a little bit, but it's going to be kind of a rustic version. Now,
you've got plans going on that. Do you actually have something in the workshop that we can look at with the project?
I don't have it yet because I'm actually, today, I'm buying all the lumber. I'm having the hardware laser cut and design tonight. I'm going to do the design tonight for the hardware. And so it's a project in motion. It'll probably take about 3 months.
You are not kidding with this stuff, are you? You don't do any of this half-cocked anywhere in any way, shape, or form. You must be a doctor or something.
Well, you know, I do it in my daytime job.
That's amazing.
If you were to buy this desk, which is an antique now, it's about $250,000 for a desk about like this.
Wow.
Theodore Roosevelt couldn't afford the most expensive model when he bought his, so he had to buy, they had 3 models. One was $550. This is an 1860 or so.
Holy
one was $750, and the expensive one was like $850. But this is, we're talking 100+ years ago.
And today's money, ouch.
Ouch. But who makes desks like these anymore? So anyway, I'm redesigning it to have more of a modernistic use, but in a rustic style.
Right.
And
so a place for a CPU, place for the laptops, the
a laptop,
CD holders.
Something, and you know, place for your papers, mail, drawers, cubbies, you know. It's got 50 to 100 compartments.
I love it. That's my kind of desk.
No, it's an interesting design.
My wife Tracy would love that desk for me, the cluttermeister that I am. Let's go see some pieces.
Come on. Well, here's the shop.
Very nice. This is a beautiful space. How did you luck out on this space?
Well, this is a new space. I have a space up above also.
Okay.
That's half this size. And I have a storage area in the basement that's a quarter this size.
Okay. You're a doc.
Yeah.
You're an ER doc.
Well, you have to do something, you know, besides take care of broken bodies and sick people.
Right. But you do that, obviously, and just, again, taking people back.
Sure.
I mean, you you didn't grow up rich. You've earned everything that you've had.
Yeah.
You've worked very hard. Every time I phone you, you're either on an 83-mile bike ride, you're on the top of a mountain somewhere in the world, you travel extensively with your wife. How did you get into woodworking? Why did you pick this and rustic as opposed to metalworking? Maybe you could have been a blacksmith.
Well, I tried various avenues.
I'm sure you did.
I did pottery.
Okay.
I was actually doing very unusual pottery. And then I didn't like that for whatever reason, but I've always wanted to build something, but I never really had any skills.
Okay.
So I was inspired by going to the Blue Mountain show once.
Sure. What's what's speaking to you? What's the motivation behind pieces? What do you see when you look at wood, or do you come up with an idea for a particular piece? I need a chair today, I need an armoire, I need a buffet.
Occasionally I come up with an idea based upon what you need, but usually you get inspired on what you want to build. Just by looking at books, looking at things around you. Sometimes even a mountain scene or something will inspire you, and you say, geez, I wonder if I can make something that kind of mimics this part of nature.
Let's have a look at some of the pieces that you've actually got on the floor.
Sure.
Need home building improvement that really works? Reach for Curtis Lumber. I've been working as a contractor for years now, but I was just given Curtis Lumber. What a difference. All my orders, from custom cabinets and lighting to windows and doors, with personal sales attention to get it right. And no more worrying about deliveries. But isn't that the way it should be? Taking the headache out of home building. That's Curtis Lumber.
It was the best investment of our wedding.
Wedding Combo is the best and easiest way to book a photographer, videographer, and DJ for your wedding.
Our photographer was professional.
The prices were extremely competitive.
It was absolutely the right choice, by far.
You simply can't beat Wedding Combo for value, quality, and ease.
It was really easy to book our videographer, our DJ, and our photographer all at the same time.
Get your free DVD brochure today. Wedding Combo.
They're very easy to work with, they're very thorough, they're timely, they meet deadlines, and they produce the product and stand behind the product.
We were able to organize our production under very tight schedules.
Excellent investment, and what it helps us to do is to stay on point of what we're trying to communicate about commonly senior service centers.
So here's a couple pieces I've recently made.
Nice.
This one, this one, this one. Just, this is acupuncture and holistic medicine, massage.
I was wondering why we're listening to tunes of violins with crickets mating in the background.
Yeah, there are people in here actually being acupunctured.
Very nice. So, what are we calling this piece, Morris?
This is a bookcase,
okay.
You know, hutch, whatever.
Sure. As we always do with every one of our guests, we talk about species of wood.
Yes, this is butternut, solid butternut, veneered with a birch bark. All the leaves on it were scroll sawed out of the surface of yellow birch. And these paintings are my wife's originals. She's a artist.
I had no idea that Nanette did that.
Really?
I had no idea.
But,
very interesting. I suppose this piece might have actually been at this show because there's your daughter Rachel's card.
Her card is still in the cabinet.
This is worth money, by the way. This will be sold on eBay one day for about 200,000.
Now,
so you want to bid on it now, I'll let it go.
You know what's interesting? The natural fungus, you know, you use. These are things that are natural outside. So you bring it indoors and it...
Now, you realize that we've been saying for years with this whole thing, I'm not being disrespectful, yesterday's yard waste, today's heirloom quality furnishings.
Well...
Now, I don't mean that,
I know.
But you're taking from
even,
nature. This is great.
To even design something that, you know, has kind of symmetry out of twigs is much harder than doing it with routed pieces, conventional furniture.
But you can, I mean, again, Morris, you're a doctor. This is, I mean, the craftsmanship is great. And you know from where I speak, I see all of your contemporaries at my shows. You know, there are those that are very, very good and those that are, you know, trying very hard. This is great.
Thank you.
I love it.
Look at this wild one. This I call my rustic Art Deco table.
I like it.
With a drawer.
Nice. Nice.
Hidden, sort of.
That actually, it's very well integrated and it slides very well.
Little lamp, you know, if you...
Again, the butternut as well?
No, this is Brazilian cherry.
Ah, okay.
Brazilian cherry. It darkens as it ages, and it will darken more than this.
What have you done on the edges here? I noticed on the other piece as well.
I use a power chiseler to kind of detail the edge.
Okay. And then darken in, you're putting some sort of a dark finish in there too?
No, when you chisel it, because it's the grain is, it's not sanded grain, it actually absorbs whatever stain you put on more than the other surface, so it darkens all by itself.
Now you've got another piece. We've got to go down the street, correct?
We do.
To see another piece. Well, let's get going because we've got to grab a bite to eat and get down there.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Come on.
Off we go.